Hi everybody and welcome to General Mechanics. Right, in today's video I'm going to be changing the gearbox oil on my Honda Civic EJ9. The reason I'm changing it is because the gear change lately has been getting a bit sloppy. Generally when the car warms up it doesn't go into gear very well. So I'm going to start with the gearbox oil first, then I'm going to work my way up to the clutch slave and clutch master, and then once those are all done then I can probably pretty much confirm that it might well be the clutch that needs replacing. So what I've got here is the oil for the replacement. Now you can go about this one or two ways. You can go genuine, MTF-free gearbox oil, or you can go MTF-75 mineral. Now I've had good success with this oil in the past, so I would say if you're on a budget, go with this stuff. It is absolutely fine, it will not hurt your gearbox, but if you can afford it, genuine is always going to come on top, because they put conditioners in the oil that keep the gearbox nice and healthy and nice and clean. But I'm going to be adding something else to my oil. It's a product that I've been told about. It's called Metal Tech 10 transmission additive. What this stuff does, it stops the slip and it stops the clashing of gears and just generally smooths everything up. This, believe it or not, was more expensive than these two bottles of oil and about twice as expensive as the common gearbox oil, but I think it's worth it. You might as well. It's only it's about £24–25. You can get it from select suppliers. If you live in Weston-super-Mare, I got this from a friend. Sells it at his local garage. So if you do want this, just write me in the message and I'll tell you either way you can get it, or you can get it off me if you live in Weston. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully it makes a difference. If it doesn't make a difference, then we're going to go with the clutch slave and master, and that will be our next job. So I think first things first, we'll move all this out of the way and we'll start draining the oil. Right, now what I'll do is I'll try and get you guys in as best I can. I'm gonna try and move that there so you can see sort of what I'm doing. There you are. Wicked. Tools. I think. Nope. On time. That was on time. There she goes. Oh, that was on very tight, that was. And what I'll be looking for is any bits in the oil as well. Kind of hoping not. Definitely good. I'm changing that oil. Looks well inside that. What I'm going to do just while that's draining, getting the last few drops out, I'm just going to literally clean the bungs up now, just make sure they're nice and clean. Inspect your washer. If it's not warped, then don't bother about replacing it. And this one is perfect. I'm not even in a worry. Gearbox oil does look a bit on the dirty side, but I was more concerned about bits in it. So once it's all drained out, we'll have a look, see if there's any bits in there and see what she's doing. Drain a little bit more, and I'll bring you guys back when it's finished draining off. Right then everybody, we're getting ready now to put the gearbox oil in. Just ignore these two here, we're not going to be putting those in because I was able to get hold of them on the Genuine. So that's what we're going to be putting in, and the additive to make the gear changes a lot smoother. I've already put the bottom plug back in. I didn't see the point in showing you guys that. You've all probably done servicing on your car before. It's exactly the same as a sump plug, just don't over tighten. You can probably see the tube going into the fill hole for the gearbox. I have made my own funnel for this particular engine. It's a lot easier than sitting at the bottom trying to squeeze all the oil in out of those stupid little tubes. So what I'll do is now I'll set you up on my stand, and we will start by putting the oil in, I think. It will take a little bit longer to drain down when you're using a funnel, but I wouldn't worry too much. So with this transmission additive, just make sure that you shake it really good so it's all mixed up thoroughly, and just drive it normally, and then eventually it will start doing its thing. Put your tray back under just to catch any bits that don't go down. Like I said, this can take a while, but it is the more cleaner way of doing it. You don't lose any of the oil. Believe it or not, I've actually had friends use this stuff, and they've said it's actually saved their gearbox. I had a friend that had a Honda that would not go into second gear, and he used it, and second gear came back. So it's worth a go. I know it's a bit expensive, but I think it's good value for money really if it saves your box. tell you what we'll do while that's filling up. It's going to get a bit boring just watching that fill up. Let's inspect the old oil. Hello, sir. Oh. There's the old oil. I can't actually see any metal bits in there at all. It's probably just one of those things that it needed changing. It's actually really clean. No metal fragments at all. You can leave me some bits in the comments if you think this oil's too dirty. Like I say, it was regularly serviced on the dealership. That's probably normal. I think what I'll do is I'll put you on pause and I'll bring you back when I've actually got it all into the box. I'm going to have you sat here, just sitting there doing nothing, watching the video. So I'll bring you back when it's all in and all done. Everything's buttoned up now, guys. Make sure when you put the filler cap back in, don't over tighten it. You know, just nice and snug. That will do. If you over tighten them, aluminium, you might pull the threads out. So I think what we'll do now is we'll get the wheel back on, and I think we'll call this one done. And I'll let you know in a couple of days how the mystery oil's working. Right, well I hope you like this one, guys. Please leave me some comments, it'd be most appreciated. I'd like to know how you think I'm doing. This is Drone Mechanic, signing off.